What's going on, y'all? It's Coach Bruno with Coach Bruno's Corner coming at you for the first time in about 2 weeks. So I was on a film set. My kids went back to school. I started a whole new career path on Monday, and I was attending to other projects. So a lot of life stuff's been happening, but good stuff. And so for all 43 of my fans who were just crying at night, like, where's Coach Bruno? We need his videos. We need his takes. Now you know. Welcome back, just like Mace said. And if you don't understand that, look it up. I just showed my age. Anyways, I'm going to try to make this video somewhat quick. Tomorrow, August 22nd, we got a really good fight coming our way. I'm super excited for it. It's a bittersweet fight. We got Rolando Romero versus Teofimo Lopez, a.k.a. The Takeover, fighting at the welterweight division. For those of you who don't know, that's 147 pounds. And they will be fighting for the WBA Super title. Both guys, like I said, weighed in today. Rolly came in at 146.6, and then Teofimo came in right at the dot at 147. So both guys were ready to go. They looked really good on the scale, and they had a super intense face-off. I expect fireworks in this fight, personally. I'm going to try and make this quick. So I think Teo is one of those guys. He's got really high highs and he's got really low lows. So we don't know what kind of Teo we're going to get. That's the unfortunate part, right? When he looks at his best, he looks like a pound-for-pound guy. And then other times he just looks like a shell of himself. And in my opinion, I think his dad has a lot to play with that. I think that he would benefit from his dad stepping down, stepping a little more, being behind the scenes. Kind of like Caleb Plant's dad. I'm not saying get rid of your dad, but Caleb Plant's dad knew that there was only a certain amount that he could get him to, right? And that he needed other people that were more knowledgeable, more involved in the sport, who have had a longer history. And so I think they did a really great thing together as father and son, personally. I think there's some dads that just, they want to live through their son, and it kind of like they make it all about them. I'm not saying that's Teofimo's dad, but I think he's more of a distraction is what I'll say. And I think that if he doesn't look good in this fight, we might see a change in that camp finally. But if not, and he looks great, then, no harm, no foul, I guess, But I'll say this. I think that he's going to come in looking to try to prove something, because he did not look that good against Shakur Stevenson. I think he's going to try and prove a lot of people wrong, show that he is a world-class style of fighter. But he might be coming up against somebody that is trying to stop that vision, right? So in this fight, I'm kind of leaning towards Rolly myself. I think Rolly's got a lot to prove. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He's always been doubted. He's always been the underdog in most of his fights. Like I said, when they had the Four Kings, he was not getting any consideration. A lot of people laughed and said he was trash. He was a bum. All these people still say that stuff, right? And he's just, gone along the way and won a couple titles in a couple world divisions. But I'll say that I think this fight's going to be really close. In some ways, and in some ways it might not be. But I'm rolling with Rolly, pun intended. I think he wins a decision. I don't think he hurts Teofimo, like where he knocks him out. I've seen some people say that. I don't think he's a knock him out. I think he does have the ability to hurt him. Both guys, I think, fought at weight classes that were too low, personally, when they were at lightweight and stuff like that. I think 147 fits them very well. And in fact, I think both guys could even go up from here. I think, they're real stocky. They could probably pack on. They could probably fight up to 160, depending on the opponent, essentially. But I could definitely see them moving up to 154 even. So, yeah, I think that I wouldn't be surprised if Teo comes in and looks like Teo, pound for pound Teo. But I just think with everything going on, I think Rolly's on a path where he's just ready to just go to a whole nother level and just continue to prove people wrong. So for me, Coach Bruno, I'm rolling with Rolly. Like I said, I got him winning a decision. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a knockout. I don't know. That might be a reach. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if Teo went in there and kind of boxed him off, right? You know what I mean? Like just kind of boxed his socks off, I guess. So again, I think it depends on which guy's more locked in, who's got more distractions behind the scenes, who has more to prove. It's going to boil down to a lot of things. But for me, I'm rolling with Rolly. I'll catch y'all on the next one.